Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back. My name is Deandra if you are new here, and I'm here to talk to you about the Coach Brynn sandal and the Tory Burch Sport Kira Sandal. Let's get into it. Now, if you are new to my channel, you may not know of the dilemma that I have gone through about especially the Coach Brynn sandal. It took me a long time to do the Kira Sport sandal, and honestly I'm so happy that I took the plunge and I bought it because all last summer I loved it. I got it last summer for the first time, and I do want more in my collection from Tory under the Sport Kira line. They have added other sport sandals that have that footbed on there that I particularly love, and I have yet to delve into that either, but they are on my radar as well. Now, why I decided to do Coach this time is because, well, one, I like the design better for depending on the material. I did like the design better, and it was cheaper, and I did see pretty much good reviews online, even from our fellow YouTubers. What kind of solidified it for me is multiple people just kept telling me to do it. I did do a poll on my community post, like, what do you guys think? Is it good? Is it worth it? All that stuff. And Dazzle, DD Bean, a lot of people were just like, Deandra, just do it, okay? If you guys don't remember, I was worried about the arch support. Now, I don't have any foot issues. Let's just put it there. I don't have any ailments or anything of that nature. I'm just particular about my footwear, and especially if I'm going to use it the way how I am going to use it, which is pretty much every day or going on transit, walking a lot and all that stuff. I need them to perform and not have any issues. Last year, I did try the Target Steve Madden look-alike. Okay, I feel like they're one and the same. It's just that Steve Madden costs $89 and the Target ones cost like $30 something. So of course I went with the Target ones. I did it in a beautiful tweed. However, it was comfy to a point. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 7, because there were some points where I would get it was not equal in the amount of support that I would like. And in general, like, it's not that it was flat, it's just it fell short in the arch support area where I was getting a gap and sometimes a sharp pain. So I was just like, I'm happy I paid the $30 amount and not the $89 amount, because I would have been absolutely upset. Now I'm gonna be done with that spiel. I got this one. This is the Bryn in the denim. As you guys know, I got like 2 other denim bags in my collection, and I just wanted something that will go with it. And honestly, in comparison to the Tory Burch one, I just love the design of the Bryn from Coach much better. Okay, they did last year have a monochromatic look where the C's was the same color as the sandal. I did not like those, and those did go on sale this year, and I was just tempted to just do that to see how the style was, and I was like, no, just do this. I did not get this off of the Coach website. I got this off of Zappos because they had it for, I think it was $149 or something like that, and I have worn it a few times since then. It's getting warmer, I'm delving out and about, and yes, I like them. Do I say it's worth your money? 100%. Would I say that my fellow YouTubers led me astray? No. Okay, so if Diddy Bean and Dazzle, or if you're watching, you guys did right by me. You guys were right. This is a very comfortable shoe. Okay, I wore it to work, I've worn it out just casually. I went out to dinner in them casually as well, out on errands, whatever. I've worn this a good amount of times to give you my full review on these, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And also compare it to the Kira Sport sandal. Now, off the back, I'm trying not to touch the bottom, although the bottom is not that bad, you know, considering how much I've worn it, but you can definitely tell it's been worn and it's dirty, right? So I got these in a 7, which is the same size that I got in this Kira Sport sandal, and I have no issues with either of them. My true size of my foot, depending on how the shoe is made, I can do a 6.5, no issues. But most of the time, I have to do a 7 because of how shoes are made, and heels the same thing. Sometimes if the shoe is really made very small or not enough width, because I do have wide feet and that's why I love the Footbed sandals, I would have to do a 7.5. Okay, so yeah, this is a 7. The sole is leather, rubber out of sole. The trim is leather, and it's denim with the gold brass hardware. It does say Coach at the bottom here. Okay, now I would say in comparison to the the Tory Burch sandals, one of my foot, and particularly my right foot, it pinches a little bit at the top. I just had to adjust it. The Sport Kira one, I didn't have to adjust a blessed thing. Okay, it was just immediately, and at first I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have issues? No, I just adjusted it and I'm fine, and I just keep that setting. I don't have to really toggle back and forth. I would say as well, they're a bit narrow in terms of if you put it all the way. For me, as you can see, I have a little bit of the Velcro sticking out. It's a little bit narrow. So in comparison to the Tory Burch ones, I feel like if you have a narrower foot, it will fit a bit more snug on your foot. As you can see from the Tory Burch, I don't have any extra Velcro at all. Let me just put up one. As you can see, this is what you're working with in terms of arch support. That is what you're dealing with, okay? And it's quite slight, but it's enough, okay? It's not as high as what I'm accustomed to or what I was looking for, but I knew that going in, and that was one of my, you know, hesitations, but it has proved that this is enough for my foot. With the Tory Burch, it's a little bit higher, as you can see at the back part here. All right, it is a bit higher for sure. So I do feel, you know, the difference, but as I said, they're both very, very comfortable. This one is $195 original, no sale, no nothing, okay? And this one, however, is $298, no sale, no anything. So it is $100 difference. This one is fully leather in terms of the insole, the upper, the outsole is rubber. Okay, as you can see, this one has a bit more traction in terms of the rubber sole. However, I have not been slippery in any of them. Okay, I've worn this on travels, in the airport, everything. I try not to get caught in the rain with this, but I have been slightly caught in the rain with both of them. I don't want to be caught in the rain with this either, mainly because I want them to keep as pristine as possible, and you know, leather with water and all that stuff. I try not to, but I have been caught in the rain with these, and I have been fine with traction and everything of that sort. I like these because these are a little bit of like a dressier version of sandals, but still comfortable, especially going out places. I think they're really good airport outfit wears, you know what I mean, where you still look sporty, you still look casual, but you still have a little and emphasis and cuteness to it, right? However, I did want the chalk and black version to this. I'm still on the fence on that, but I know I want the raffia version to this, whole hands down. I don't think that one is going on sale any soon, so I think I may have to fork up the $198 for it. But do I think it's worth it? Let's talk about that price wise. For $198, mind you, I did get this one like $50 cheaper. I do think it's worth it. Why I say that is because the quality is there. There has been no issues thus far with anything. Okay, I bought this, if memory serves me correct, in February or early March. Okay, either of the two, and I have not had any issues whatsoever. I think it's a very well made shoe. This is the first Coach shoe I've ever purchased ever. Okay, so that's why I was a bit hesitant, because I know their quality in bags, and you know, you may think, yeah, it should translate over, but I'm very hesitant and I don't try to go into the hype of things online. So that's why I was really, you know, toggling back and forth with it. The denim on here is really, really pretty. I wear it with both of my denim bags and sometimes not even with denim. Now for the Tory Burch versions, I already kind of said that I love this, so I feel like you guys already know where I'm going with this. Is it worth it? Yes. I would say try to get a discount. Any discount is always wonderful. I've noticed with their best sellers, unless you're gonna get it from like a Bloomingdale's or a Nordstrom, like a department store where they will have a little bit of a discount, their best sellers at the Tory Burch website, they normally don't really go on sale, okay, unless it's like the end of season type of situation. So right now this is full price, $298, and everybody loves the black, okay. What I will say, and I was a little bit disappointed about it because I've only had it for one summer. This is the second summer I'm going into now, and this is a seasonal shoe. I'm not wearing this all year round. Did I wear it a good amount of times last year? Yes. I'm trying to see if this is the shoe that it's on or if it's only on one. Yeah, you can see it. You see that here at the Velcro? You see the lifting of the leather? And they said it's fully leather, right? And granted, this is at the bending area where the metal piece is, but I've noticed for both of them, it's starting to lift. You know, the leather part is coming off, and I'm not expecting that after 1 year. The rest of the shoe is wonderful, don't get me wrong. Okay, I don't see a thing on the rest of the shoe. I'm looking at it as I'm talking to you. Let me look at this back strap here, because I don't look at this back strap a lot because it's in the back. Okay, I'm not going to include scuffs, especially in the front of the shoe, because I know I walk really badly. And so even my pointed toe shoes, I scuff them all the time. So I feel like that's just natural wear and tear of me just walking up and down stairs and all that stuff. It is what it is. So I have that in the front and the back in some areas. On this one, it's a lot more noticeable, and it's a lot worse actually. You see the lifting here of the leather right on the strap. It's really this is really, really bad to me for 1 year, one summer rather. I did wear it a little bit into like the fall as weather got a little bit cooler before I changed into my wool fur Birkenstocks, but it's still very quickly to me, okay. I'm looking at the rest of it. I think it's good. So yeah, that's the only thing thus far that I don't like about it. And I've noticed that the front part that I don't change at all, because as I said, this was perfect right out of the box. I don't have that issue. So perhaps it's just because I've been, every single time I open it, close it, open it, is rubbing in between that metal piece here. So perhaps that's just the natural wear and tear. But I didn't expect it so soon. I didn't expect that it's going to last this summer for sure. I don't think it's going to come fully apart that I can't wear it this summer. But I guess in another 2 years, I think max I have left out of it before it looks atrocious, you know. But let's see how well this leather holds up. Because they did say it's leather upper, leather sole, rubber outsole, okay. And as you can see, I do walk a little bit slanted, so over here is a little bit less than over here, but it's not that much. Like, it's not that significant where it's really off balance. If it gets that off balance, I will get a new one regardless, because I'm not going to be walking all over the place like that, right? So yes, long story short, do I recommend them wholeheartedly? As you guys know, I'm a Birkenstocks girly. I'm a fan. I have lots of Birkenstocks, okay? And I want more. And I feel like Birkenstocks, you can dress up a little bit too. You know, they're pretty dressy as well. But, you know, I personally know that a lot of people hate Birkenstocks a lot. They feel like it looks ugly. They feel like it's not a shoe that you can dress up and so forth. And that's why a lot of people like these designer footbed sandals instead of Birkenstocks. Do I feel like they are warranted? Yes, I do think they look nice, okay? So every now and then when I see one that really catches me, I'll get one. I've never seen a denim Birkenstocks. I've never seen a raffia Birkenstock. That black and gold one was really, really nice. I wanted that, and I wanted the coverage in the back too. I know Birkenstocks has something like that, but it doesn't really appeal to me. So yes, this is my comparison. I feel like they both kind of do the same thing. So if you don't want to pay the $100 more for the Tory Burch, definitely go for the Coach. However, I do feel like the style and the vibes that they give are different. I have seen the gold and black version of the Brynn Coach sandal that they came out with, and other variations. Coach has a lot of variety as well for that sandal, and they all give me a laid back casual look. I feel like the Tory Burch ones does look elevated a lot more. Like, I'm not gonna go to a lounge in any of the Coach ones. I'll definitely go to a lounge in the Tory Burch ones for sure. Okay, so that's just me. I personally feel it has a more elevated style or vibe to it, the Tory Burch, and perhaps that's what you're paying with the $100 more, give or take. But they do have very casual ones from Tory Burch too. Not all of them really appeal to me. I guess because I have my Birkenstocks. Okay, but yeah, so it's kind of pick and choose what is for you and what your price point is. And I will wholeheartedly not recommend the Steve Madden and Target ones. I know they're budget friendly, especially the Target ones, but if you don't care about support and longevity and it's just purely for the look, you can get those, be budget friendly and all that stuff. But if you care about your feet and how it's going to perform, how it's going to feel, longevity and all those things, walking up and down, I would definitely say save up the money, fork out the money, unless you want to do Birkenstocks, which you can definitely find around $90, $150 max on sales and so forth like that. So yes, this is my comparison. Let me know what you think, and any of you, if you have any of these two or both, let me know what you guys think about these shoes as well. I do have a few more on my radar, but I'm not itching to get them. The only one I am itching to get is the Coach Raffia one for sure. I hope you guys are doing well and you have a good one. Bye.